Welcome back to Summit Sunrise here on TV8 Summit. I'm here with Daniel, who he's a fire marshal at Copper Mountain, and he's going to explain a little bit about some fire safety and some rules here as we're going into the 4th of July weekend. So welcome, Daniel. Thank you for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
And it's good to inform our viewers a little bit about kind of the safety rules, as well as really what's legal and what is illegal.
Ooh.
And many people might not know this, I know, but let's start with what is legal here.
Okay, so basically fireworks, what we're really want to be careful with is burns and or setting something on fire. So what's legal is anything that stays on the ground and doesn't go boom. So that's kind of boring, but you can have spinners, sparklers, and things of that nature, but we are trying to prevent anybody from hurting themselves.
And that's a really good thing to do as well. So let's move into what is illegal.
Okay.
Illegal.
Anything that leaves the ground. All right, so rockets, bottle rockets, Roman candles, anything that's going to throw some sort of projectile up into the air. And another thing that people don't think about is sometimes they use these Asian luminaries where you have a candle in a plastic bag or on a balloon, and it goes up at night, and it looks really pretty, but where's that landing?
Right.
And could that start a possible wildfire? So we're trying to be kind of careful.
Yeah, and we really want to be safe here in the county. We don't want to start any unnecessary fires, especially at the 4th of July, so it's really important to stay safe as well.
Yeah.
And so we've kind of gone over our what's legal and what's not legal. Let's tell our viewers really how can they be safe here during their fun 4th of July celebrations.
So if you're going to be using anything, it's always good to have some water nearby because all fireworks are put out by water. If you have a sparkler and it's getting a little bit too hot, or children love to use sparklers, they should be with an adult because that flame is as hot, it can melt metal, they're so hot. And 46% of all injuries on the 4th of July from fireworks are from sparklers. But you can just go and buy them, you know.
Yeah, it is dangerous. I mean, at one 4th of July, when I was a kid, I was actually holding a Roman candle and did burn my arm. So no one wants to end up in the emergency room. And we want to stay really safe out there as well. So another thing to be safe about is the barbecues people are having, right? So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so there's a lot of things about barbecues that people forget about. Always check that propane gas connection. Because if you have a gas leak while you're using your barbecue, well, it's going to ignite the gas. And we've had a lot of flaming barbecues. And all right, now where is your barbecue? If it's on a wooden deck underneath an eave, because let's say we have a shower and you have a problem with your barbecue, you might set your house on fire.
Right,
and so,
no one wants that as well, right?
Yeah, and so we want to be careful with what we call solid fuel, like charcoal briquettes or mesquite flavoring, chips and things like that. Is what are you putting that barbecue on? Are those ashes falling onto something that could cause a fire? And then the last one that people at Thanksgiving usually burn their house down with is these big grease cookers, and they put a frozen turkey in there and it boils over, and then the grease catches fire. And we just want to make sure, have that away from anything that's combustible.
And that's a really smart move because just for safety in general for everyone around.
Yeah.
And we also have, let's see, campfires as well.
Yeah.
So everyone loves to go camping, especially on 4th of July. We're not in a fire ban at the moment, but it has been dry. We should have some rain actually coming up, so that's exciting.
That's going to help.
Yeah, but tell us, what are the proper procedures when you're putting out that campfire?
Well, you remember that Smokey Bear? When you were a child and everything, no fire's out until it's cold and out. You know, so you want to mix it up, put water, mix it up again, put some more water, and then put your hand within 6 inches of it. And do you feel any heat emanating? Because what will happen is 2 or 3 hours later is the wood that you tried to extinguish might dry out again because of internal heat from the fire. And then the wind whips up, and all of a sudden we get a little flame, and then those embers go beyond the campfire, and we end up with a pretty bad situation. And right now we have a pretty major fire north of Walden that doubled in size yesterday.
Wow.
And it's up to almost 10,000 acres, and it's only 5% contained, meaning having a fire line around the actual fire. And it's in the same type of tinder that we have here, beetle kill and live trees.
Right.
And they're thinking it's going to take a month before they get this under control. And we've already sent teams from Summit County up to this fire, and we want to prevent that.
Yeah, it's a big concern here because with the beetle kill, there's still a lot of trees down. There's still a lot of trees that are dead that haven't been ventilated. So if people want to find out more information, where can they go, or what should they do?
There's several different sites you can go to. One is the Wildfire Council site on Summit County government. But you can also contact any of the fire marshals within the county. My email up at Copper is dmoroz, D-M-O-R-O-Z, at cmcmdi.com. And I'd be more than happy to answer any questions or give you any handouts just to help you through and have a safe 4th of July.
And that's what we all want. We want to be safe out there. We want to have a really good time. And so it's really important that we do follow the rules here so that we aren't in any, situation that could be dangerous. The fireworks are amazing out there, so just let the experts do the work and watch them. It's more fun that way.
That's right.
So thank you, Dan, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you and learning about fire safety. And you guys all keep safe out there, and we'll be back with our Watch and Win winner right after this short break.